What's going on, folks? We made it to episode 90 after a couple of days of, a little flooring snafu by Mike's crew over there. But hey, he got new flooring. It's not wet anymore.
No,
That's a plus.
and it's awesome.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So yeah, we've got a lot to talk about today. We got a lot of NFL news, a lot of free agent talk. Just looking down, we got some XFL stuff maybe to talk about. Mike Vick came up with the same sentence as Lamar Jackson this week.
Whoa.
What? So yeah, let's talk about it. And welcome in to episode 90. We are finally here. Mike, how you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing good. I mean, after some much chagrined flooring issues, man. Y'all, I'm sorry for the delay. I had the water damage issue. The people came to fix my flooring. Took all damn day. But to be honest, oh man, it was worth it. My apartment looks tremendous, and I hated it every bit of the way until they finished it. And now I'm impressed. As you see, I got a whole new setup. I got a sign on the way. It's gonna be awesome. You can do so much more with different flooring.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So there's a rainbow to every flooring issue. Is the point?
Dude, I don't know, man. We had some. It's not. I'm not even gonna waste my time telling on this podcast. But yeah, we had some issues when we moved into this house.
Mhm.
The previous renters just let their dogs pee everywhere.
Oh
So
shit.
we had to completely rip out everything down to the subfloor and have that sanitized, and it was just a disaster. But anyway,
You could still smell it.
oh yeah, when you walked in,
Oh, man.
before we bought it, it was almost enough to say we're not buying this house. But I
Damn.
mean, yeah, but they fixed it. It was fine. It was good. But yeah.
Yeah.
So enough about flooring. So yeah, welcome in, guys. Brought to you by Variety Sports Network, episode 90. Like I said, out of your Falcon mind. We are 10 away from 100, buddy. Who knew, buddy? Who knew?
Who knew we would make it to 100? Man, we're going to do something crazy for 100, man. I hope every last one of y'all come to join in for 100. If you don't make no other one, it will mean the world that you came to 100.
Yeah, and so just to give y'all an idea of what we got planned for 100, and we're basically going to open it up and just let whoever's watching in the chat, we'll put the link out there. You want to come join the show for 2 or 3 minutes and talk about whatever. We'll have a few questions that whoever joins is going to have that we want, y'all to answer or whatever. They'll probably be Falcons related or maybe who knows what. But yeah, so we'll have that opened up for y'all to come in, just have some fun with us for 2 or 3 minutes. We'll have some special guests probably popping by that we've had on the show since we started. So it's going to be a hell of a time, man. Who knows how long it'll last? It'll be fun, but we'll have a good time with it.
We got Matt Ryan on the show. He said he was coming through for 100. Like, I wouldn't lie to you. Matt Ryan is coming for 100. That's what they say.
Oh man, but yeah, so we like Mike said, we had obviously we were originally scheduled for Thursday, then like his flooring guys showed up at like 5. They're supposed to be there like early in the morning. So it was just a disaster. And we didn't want to we kept pushing it back, and we didn't want to half-ass it on Thursday night with all being rushed and Mike's guys still cleaning up. So we just figured we would push it to Saturday. So I'm not sure how active the chat's going to be today on a Saturday at 2 p.m. But hey, what the hell? We figured we would we had to get the show out there.
But what better than a Saturday out of your Falcon mind? Come on.
I'm telling you, dude, this is gonna be my last one for a bit. I have free because Liam's baseball tournament, the first one next Saturday.
Okay.
So it starts next Saturday. Yeah. We just went this morning and got him some new cleats. The dude's wearing a size 10 cleat.
Jesus Christ.
Size 10 shoe in general.
Hey man, have you ever thought of customizing him some cleats, specific designing?
Not until he stops growing.
Yeah, that's right. That would be too much for him to just grow out of them.
Yeah, awesome. Of course, there's some Jordan cleats that I gotta admit they. I mean, I would get them if they weren't insanely expensive and his foot weren't continuing to grow, but they were pretty sick. But no, we ended up getting some Mike Trout Nike for them, and those are actually relatively good price. So especially at the rate. I mean, I'm in an 11, so he'll probably be catching up to me another 6 months or so.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So. This is gonna be my last one for a little while. At least that's gonna be free. We'll have a few open Saturdays, but for the most part, it's gonna be taken up all the way through. And if for anybody new listening or watching, my son plays baseball. He's 12 years old, so we're going to Cooperstown this year in June. So it's just gonna be a crazy little spring summer for us. But it's always fun, man. So yeah, first of all, thank you guys for watching, tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the like button for us. Helps us get out to more Falcons fans in the community, which is our entire goal. If you're listening to us on iTunes, Spotify, drop us a 5-star review. We will gladly shout you out if you write us a few words on iTunes. We'll gladly shout you out on the show. And just one quick note. So we have a Facebook group, Out of Your Falcon Mind Facebook group, and we had a page. So there was really no sense in having a page and a group. So I just deleted the page. So it's now just a group. So we'll broadcast through the group. I think we are today. I think I set that up right. But you can, if you want to join the group, just send a request. I'll make sure to approve it. Mike's not on Facebook, so it's just me.
You have to make a blood sacrifice to join the group. It's blood in and blood out. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. So, but anyway, you can catch the show there, like I said, or like it's always on YouTube, and also on various sports networks. They have a football. It's BSN football. You can catch our show there along with every other football show they have on Variety Sports. So. Very cool stuff. Buddy, it's Chris Howard's birthday, man.
Oh, shout out to Chris Howard, our man. That's our guy.
If y'all don't know,
one of the coolest dudes on earth.
Yeah, man. He is a great close friend of ours, also a very diehard Saints fan. So we have him on during the season to preview the games with the Saints. He knows them inside. Now, we'll probably have him on honestly, before either right after the draft or, probably right after the draft, so we can kind of break down both teams, see what they did. And, and maybe even after free agency, because there's a good chance we're going to snag a few Saints in free agency. At least that's what the word is. So let's jump into chat, man, before we really get going here, man. So I think a few of these comments were actually from the other night. So Miss Johnson said, Miss Pamela, yes, he said, hello, what's going on? If you're still in here today, then welcome. Kenny, what's up, fellas? Can't wait to see what you got in store for the show. You always got great insight. Keep it fun and keep it 100 for us Falcons fans. Man, appreciate you, Kenny. Jordan, what's up, buddy?
Jordan, what up?
Good to see you, man. James said, waiting on my merch. Hey, man, appreciate you, James.
Thank you, James. Was James the one asking for a size 4X?
Yeah, and Big John asked for a 5, and I got them both. So so if anybody needs up to a 5X, we got them on the store.
Hey, let's get
it. I'll put the link to the store will be in the description of the video. So after this is out, I'll make sure to put it up there.
Default Facebook user said, "Let's get it."
That's right.
Kenny said, "Big Mike, I hope you got your floors done properly as a home." Hey, it's a process. Hey, man, They were supposed to start early in the morning. I purposely stayed out all day, so when I came home, it was done. When I came home, they was just getting started. It was infuriating. It was infuriating, but
Uh,
I didn't rush them, and it turned out amazing.
Jordan's like, no apologies. Need a big dog. Got to take care of the home first.
Thank you, buddy.
That's right, bud. Hell, Rel, what's up, brother? Love that name.
Yeah.
All right, man. So just we got, like I said, there's a whole lot that went on, man. Have you seen this new Netflix docuseries that's going to come out this summer about some quarterbacks? Have you seen this at all?
I have no idea what you speak of, sir.
I love it. I was hoping you did not, because so it's NFL Films followed 3 quarterbacks this last season. All right, fully mic'd up. All right, so it's Pat Mahomes, should be interesting, right? Won Super Bowl.
That's my man.
Kirk Cousins, and Marcus Mariota.
Oh, I gotta see it. Oh man, imagine. Oh man, that alone is worth gold.
Dude, I can't even, like, if they're, I wonder if they'll have like how deep, like how much access they really had, like, you know.
Man, I just want to hear. I would pay $1 million for the audio of what he was thinking when he threw that pass, when he rode on the turf.
Yeah.
Just hear what he said before and after.
Well, that, and also like if they actually have the audio video of when he was cut, they'd be like,
yeah, okay. And after that, what he said, yep,
my knee hurts, so it works out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, something like that. Who knows? Also, man, so Paxton Lynch, who y'all may remember, first round pick for the Broncos.
I thought he was going to be so good.
Now playing in the XFL, it just backs up our whole thought process behind quarterbacks. You don't know, man. First round, doesn't matter. I mean, could maybe not be a good hit. Anyway, former first round pick QB Paxton Lynch became the first quarterback ever to be benched in the NFL, the CFL, the XFL, and the USFL.
Damn,
This poor bastard, man.
That's like getting knocked out at every club. Dude, you go to every club and get knocked out. Like, dog, your girl gotta leave you. Like, his girl gotta leave him, dog. That's a history. Like, you imagine making history for that way. Being. Oh my God!
You got benched in every professional league. I mean, good for you. You played in every professional league, I guess, but you got benched in every.
And how did he get bent? Like the season just started in the XFL.
Yeah, he was benched, I think, in the third quarter.
Damn, dog, you getting benched early? Oof, yeah.
Yeah, go figure.
Hang on, before we coach high school or something.
Yeah, before we go on, you got to check out Uncle Steve's here.
And this is Uncle Steve said, "Hey everyone, this is Mike's floor guy. Mike was hanging out with me at the Beyonce concert this week. Sorry for making it. Uncle Steve, what's up? Yeah, I was hanging out with Uncle Steve.
I love it. What's going on, Miss Pam? Good to see you back,
my man. Uncle Steve, what up?
All right, man. Also, did you see? Have you seen Tariq Woolen's comments on Russell Wilson? You know, Tariq was a cornerback from Seattle this year, rookie quarterback. So you didn't see him?
No.
Or heard about? Okay, this is great. So he was on a podcast, 2 Up, 2 Down, this last week.
Okay.
And he said, seeing him in person, it was pretty funny because on TV you see him and it's like, okay, he looks like he's in shape on TV, but you see him in person, it's weird. He's like a sack of potatoes.
He was talking about Russell Wilson?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, he said he's athletic and he's a good player, but literally when I see him, I'm like, damn, I didn't know he was built like that. And he was short.
Damn. Hey, dog, man, I'll be honest, that could be a reason why he struggled this past season. He may be a bit out of shape. He may be gaining that Sierra weight. You never know. He may be chilling at home with Sierra, man.
Never know, buddy.
But I got Russell coming. I'm telling you, I got Russell having an amazing year. The first year is always a struggle in a new system. You cannot judge a quarterback for that. And Russell Wilson is amazing.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait and see on it, but I wouldn't be surprised just because with Sean Payton.
I'm not waiting to say he washed Russell Wilson, that dude.
Yeah. So and Aaron Rodgers emerged from his darkness cave over whatever the hell that was.
He's the coolest, weirdest asshole that God ever made. Like, it's like he's a special guy.
Yeah. So basically, he went into some darkness retreat in some facility in Southern Oregon. I spent several days and nights there. You know, and he said on the Pat McAfee show he was going there to, you know, kind of meditate and see where he thought he should, you know, whatever that told him, that's where he's going to end up, type of thing. So or retire. He was, still contemplating retirement as well. I don't think that's going to happen. I think the Jets or somebody will come out and pay him a bunch of money, and he'll play one more year or something like that. But just funny that like you said, man. I think you just got the best, weirdest.
Man, I think that
Dude.
Aaron Rodgers is dying to play at least one time somewhere other than Green Bay, just to see what can happen.
Yeah.
And I think I'm curious to see too what just somewhere other than Green Bay.
Agreed, man. Agreed. So I just saw today, or actually, I think it might have been last night, that the Rams are possibly trading Jalen Ramsey.
I saw that. That's crazy. But what they would get for Jalen Ramsey, it's crazy that the Rams are already in that mode when they was just Super Bowl champions. That's like they trying to rebuild already, but they just won, so it's kind of crazy.
That's the thing, man. They said, like, screw the draft picks. We're going to go get all the talent and pay all the talent. I mean, what got you Super Bowl? So, like, that's kind of like,
yeah.
I mean, how much is it worth it? Is it worth to go get everything, win that Super Bowl, and then you suck for a little while you rebuild? I mean, it's hard to say. Vance Joseph, the new Denver defensive coordinator, back to Denver. Kind of weird, but I like him a lot. Was hoping he would maybe get an interview here. Actually, I don't know if he did. He might have. I'm not even sure.
No, he did.
Yeah,
I'm sure he did.
Tyron Smith might be cut by the Cowboys, which intrigues me a little bit. But the dude's only played like 16 games in the last. I mean, it's like, and it's not that. He's been hurt a lot over the last 3 years. But man, when he was healthy, he's a hell of a tackle.
Yeah.
So yeah, who knows? And then the Titans released Taylor Lewan and Robert Woods. But do you have any interest in Robert Woods or Taylor Lewan?
No.
Not at all. Either one.
No. It's getting like hot pocket.
Yeah, I mean, like Taylor was good at his peak, but it's same as Tyron. He hasn't been healthy.
I was just saying. I was just thinking that the same as Tyron.
He's never played right tackle. So it's like you're not gonna. I don't think he's ever played right tackle. So you switch from left to right. You're may only play 4 or 5 games. Who knows? And Robert Woods is. I mean, I think he's 31. Big, like Arthur Smith type of receiver. But
Flash
I don't know.
Is on and off, but not. Flash is on and off.
Better options, I think. For
way better option.
Yeah, for our second guy. And then, man, our boy Anthony. I don't know if he's going to be in the chat today or not. He hit me up on Facebook and said, "Man, hey, what do you think about Michael Thomas possibly becoming a Falcon?"
I can't do it. I mean, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm gonna tell you, no, he's good, but I can't do it. Dog, he's because he was the leader. He was one of the leaders for the other side. I can't do it. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do it. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, I mean, that was my initial thought, and then I was like, I mean, if you want, I mean, like as much shit as we give him and everybody gives him about being like slam boy and everything, pretty damn effective.
Oh, he is. I'm gonna tell you, and he would fit in perfectly with us. But to root for him, it would be. I don't know how I feel to be clapping when he made a catch. Like I genuinely dislike him as a man because of the amount of third downs he made in my lifetime.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, man. And then like I put on our little on face or on YouTube a little post about McGarry and everything. And shout out to Jay in the truck, buddy, if you're watching, listening. He'd asked me too what if we had any thoughts on basically why I asked you if we had any thoughts on Taylor Lewan coming with his familiarity with Arthur Smith, Titans, all that stuff. And I mean, I still don't. From what we're seeing with Caleb, it looks like if he's not franchised, we're looking at like around $14 million a year for like 3 or 4 years. I could probably do that. You know what I mean? Like he's still not going to be. I don't think he's ever going to be a great pass protector, but he was an elite run guy last year. And as long as we keep, and as long as we keep a mobile quarterback, which obviously we are with Arthur at least. That takes a little bit of pressure off of him, but I mean, he still need to improve it. But, but if they decide to go after one of, Peter Skoronski or one of these guys in the draft, it's like they can step right in and play that position. I'm not going to be mad about that either, but, and then also, buddy, Bobby Wagner probably going to be released. Any interest in Bobby Wagner?
I'll have to say yes. I mean, it's Bobby Wagner, leadership alone, knowledge alone, Bobby Wagner has not fell off. He is I don't even like to say going downhill. It seemed disrespectful. He's on the decline from his peak. He's not at his peak anymore, is what I'll say. But Bobby Wagner is still Bobby Wagner. So hell yes, depending on the money. But hell yes, I want Bobby Wagner.
Yeah, that's the thing, the money, right? So you don't know how much he's gonna, because
Yeah,
I would think he's still gonna want a pretty penny
yeah.
because he's still,
If he
he's
can
not.
be reasonable, I would love. I mean, who? That's Bobby Wagner still, buddy.
Yeah, I agree. Um, so yeah, that'll be. We'll see. I don't know. And did you see Daniel Jeremiah's latest mock draft
I
for
did
the
see that.
Falcons?
That was awesome. Yeah.
So Lucas Van Ness is who he had us going at 4 and 8, and I talked about it on Smitty's Sports Machine with him and Alberto a few
Mhm.
nights ago. They were covering pass rushers. Um, I never saw him as an 8, as going at 8.
Mhm.
I don't care so much that he was a rotational guy. I mean, that doesn't bother me because that's kind of how Iowa was. He
Mhm.
talked about a little bit in the interview because our boy Daniel Flick from Sports Illustrated,
Daniel.
who we're going to have on the show at some point soon, by the way, he put out an article. He was actually on the conference call with Daniel Jeremiah, and he put out an article about it. And I was just trying to find it to let you know. Yeah, he said basically he called him explosive, has no concerns regarding him not starting at Iowa. That was largely the case the way the Hawkeyes ran their program, offering starting preferences to veterans, while the third-year sophomore Van Ness caught the short end of the stick. He said basically he has some real power, he has some real twitch, just figuring out what he's doing. Jeremiah said, I think you have a good player right now, and you can chase some of the upside with him as well. So he didn't seem to have any issues at all, and thinks just I mean, I don't think that I don't disagree he'd be a good fit. I just don't know that
Mhm.
you take him at 8, man.
Mhm.
That's my only thing is like, and I
What do you, if you have your say, what do you want at 8? Like as far as if you could pick a position, you feel like that's the first thing we need to address.
I mean, if
Or do
there
you
was
not have a specific position? You just want the best available player,
I want the best player on defense, to be
the
honest.
best player on defense. I got
Yeah, yeah, and that could be like we talked about before. That could be corner. You know what I mean? So,
you.
and if Witherspoon is there, which I honestly don't think he will be. I think he might be the first corner taken off the board. But
Mhm.
um, Christian Gonzalez, Oregon. I mean, like, because I don't want to reach for a pass rusher, and I like Miles Murphy,
Miles
but
Murphy, my man.
he's on and off. Like
Mhm.
he's there's games he disappears, there's games he's right on. I like Tyree Wilson. I think some people have Tyree going before Will Anderson,
Mhm.
so Tyree might be the first pass rusher off the board. So I mean, I love to have Will Anderson, but I don't think he falls that far either.
He
So
gotta have a scandal. He got
something.
send him a stripper.
Something. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, like I just want to. I'm not going to hate it if we go pass rusher because, like, I mean, dude, we've said it before. Like, if as deep as we can get our line, man, that's what we hate
Mhm.
to shoot for because we need depth on the line and we need
Mhm.
depth at every level of the defense. So
Mhm.
if we go defensive line, great. If we go corner, great. Safe. If Dion or Brian Branch from Alabama, great.
Mhm.
That's assuming we don't get Jesse Bates, which my next point. Everybody saw because everybody retweeted and posted the video of Jesse Bates out with Casey Hayward and Kyle
That was
Pitts,
awesome.
and
Dog.
they all have the same agent, so that's why they were all hanging out together. It's not, and they are friends. Let's put that. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not like flipping out like, oh, he's definitely going to be a Falcon. But I'm pretty sure he lives in Atlanta. So I mean, like now,
Dog, like I don't know how some of y'all. I know how some of y'all feel about Casey Hayward, but I want Casey Hayward, and I like him for the Falcons. To have him and Jesse Bates, and I just like that. Like when they hang together like that, they play better when they do that. And it's kind of the LeBron James thing to do. You start hanging with him, and they be like, "Yeah, come on, you want to go out to eat? Yeah," and then you get him in. So I'm assuming, like me, like you can't show me nothing like that because to me now it's guaranteed. He Falcon. To me, he didn't sign the paper. Like once I see that, I'm out of my Falcon mind. I saw the clip. I saw a 10-second clip, and to me, he already had safety. So I'm like, okay, we got him. And I
yeah, I
and
mean,
I think we all wanted him. We all
oh
wanted
yeah,
that dude. I saw a lot on Falcons Twitter. Um uh is we all want Jessica. So I'm excited.
yeah. I don't think I've seen anybody that's anti Jesse Bates.
Yeah.
Just because what he does, what he'll do for the
Mhm.
pass rush, what he'll do for Richie Grant, if Richie stays as our strong
Mhm.
safety, I mean, dude, I mean, he'll be. I mean, my God, I mean, like he does so much for our defense, but yeah, I mean, I'm not. I'm not going to say he's definitely coming, but like there's a ton of Cincinnati outlets that were like he's as good as gone. Whether it's to the Falcons or not, but we are that. I mean, I think PFF had their mock free agency list, and he was one of the guys they'd mocked coming to us. Like that's how they felt, he was going to be, as well as Jadavian Clowney, I must say. Which, like depth piece, not too much money, we'll see. But yeah, I mean, if Bates comes, man, maybe not Brian Branch, but we'll see. Like I said, after we hit free agency, we'll start doing some more mock drafts ourselves, and so we can actually see kind of like, what direction we might actually be going in that first pick in the draft. And like I said, with the Falcons, you never even know, man. We could think we got it, and then we don't have it.
We'll lose it at the last second. Like we'll have his, dog, the paper will blow from under the pen on the last second with the Falcons.
Yes, it will, man. Let me jump back in the chat. Miss Davis, what's going on?
Miss Davis, what's up? She gotta go.
What's good, Aunt? Good to see you,
Aunt,
man.
what's good, buddy?
We're feeling great, buddy. It's
feeling great, buddy.
Facebook user said, "What do you guys think Ramsey gets traded for?" I don't know, man. I don't even know what his value is. He's 28. He's only 28. Do you know that? It feels to me like he's like in his 30s, but he's only 28 years old.
That's how good he is. You gonna get something good for Jalen Ramsey. You gonna get something. That gotta go. They shopping him because they know they getting something good or some things good. He don't come at no cheap price. It's Jalen Ramsey. He's one of the best, if not the best, in the game.
Yeah, man. I don't know what is. Yeah, I don't think it'll be us, but we'll see.
I mean, that would be amazing, but his price tag is too. I don't want to get into that.
Yeah, exactly. And also our boy Ant there sent me it was a YouTube video. I'll have to send it to you, Mike. It was some dude. He's got a ton of. He's got like, I never heard of him, but he's got like 26,000 subscribers. So he's kind of kind of big. Spent about 13 minutes just trashing the Falcons.
Who is this? I'm gonna get him. Who is this?
I don't even know. I can't remember the name. I'll have to find it. But it was basically just going over the last 2 years, basically just saying like, don't know what their plan is. Look like they don't have a plan. It just looks like they're floundering. They just, they get Arthur Smith and they to have a run heavy offense, and they go out and draft Drake London, a wide receiver. And it just seemed to me like somebody, it'd be like, I told Ant, it'd be like me reading a few articles about the Arizona Cardinals and then going on a rant about how I don't understand them, because he doesn't follow the team as closely as we do, as some of the other people do. Like, but I will say this. I mean, I've seen some Falcons fans just like, they want Arthur Smith gone. They think it's, they have no clue what they're doing, and to me, that's kind of lazy, because you look at, and I told Ant, we were having this conversation. I was like, man, they did the best they could with the cap situation that they had. I think they knew from day one, like, okay, we're building toward year 3. That's what we're doing. That's what you have to do, because you can't just go in there with the cap situation we had and expect to just hit gold. Like, it's just not going to happen. Yeah, Matt Ryan, his first year, second year, obviously he's gone. We had to get Mariota, but you look at what he did with those 2 7-win seasons with kind of just, 1-year guys, rookies, 2, second-year players. But you drafted Kyle Pitts, you're drafting Drake London, Richie Grant, all these young guys prepare for year 3, because that's like London's the type of receiver that Arthur likes in his offense. We know that. He's a good run blocker, physical, big, strong. So like all of that, so we're here now. We're year 3. So that's why you and I have been saying, like, not that he's on the hot seat, but like we need to see 10 wins this year at least.
I don't think that's John has a great point that most of y'all will never ever understand. But I believe that when Arthur Smith was hired by Arthur Blank, I believe they told him, like, we plan for year 3 and 4. Like, we plan, like, that's when we should be making a run of it. I believe he told him, I'm going to give the keys to you long term, change the culture, turn the team around. I don't believe he was ever on a 1 or 2 year. I believe they knew what the situation was. We kind of fucked. We know the situation we put you in. Do the best you can until we get out the situation. That's year 3 or 4. And then we'll see what you got, and we'll reassess and we'll reevaluate. So that's why I said he may be on the hot seat to us, but he not on the hot seat with ownership because this was the plan all along, like 3 and 4. And I believe that you just can't. I know I said this before. I don't believe you can judge him in 2, 3, or 4 because of what the situation he in. You have Marcus Mariota as your starting quarterback. I mean, when I see what Arthur Smith enjoys doing, I think he must have hated Matt Ryan in retrospect. Like in retrospect, I said, damn, he must have hated Matt Ryan because you can't do any of the things that he likes to do. So I can't judge the man yet.
Yeah, and I hate to. I'm not going to dog on Matt, but I mean, the offensive line was terrible.
Yeah.
Obviously, with Matt, right? So he goes to Indianapolis, where that line was supposed to be one of the best in the league. Terrible again. Common denominator is Matt. And I hate to say it, but if Matt can't get himself out of the pocket, you make the offensive line look a lot worse than they really might be.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So like his MO is not his ability not to move. That hurts the offensive line for sure.
yeah.
So I mean, like, Dwayne Ledford, amazing offensive line coach. He did a hell of a job. He's done a hell of a job. But to make the jump that our line made from year 1 to year 2, that's crazy. I mean, like,
dog, crazy. I think Matt Ryan would go somewhere and absolutely murder if they had a great offensive line. The only thing is, if he goes anywhere short of a great offensive line, he'll get murdered and look terrible. But Matt Ryan can still play. It's just, man, you keep going behind shitty offensive lines and you're not mobile, man, you can't even scramble that good. Like, you're older, so you need somewhere where it's short, where you got a short 3 seconds. And if he don't go there, he just need to leave. If that's not an available option, he need to go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard, I think it was a New York Times reporter or somebody like that he was leaning toward the booth, getting in broadcasting, which I think would be great.
He'll be amazing at that.
He was really good on CBS that weekend that he did it. Jen, did you see the rumor that if Brady could come out of retirement and go to the San Francisco 49ers?
Oh man, come on, John. Don't even tell me what did he say?
No, he didn't say anything. It's just a rumor that's out there, like, could Kyle Shanahan convince him to come to the 49ers? Just because Brock Purdy's his injury and his recovery is going to take a little bit longer than they first thought. They don't know what they got in Lance. Jimmy G's obviously gone. So could you sell Brady on, hey, look at this offense. Look who we got. It's ready-made. The defense is already a Super Bowl caliber defense. Look what Brock Purdy did. Brock Purdy's not a mobile guy. Look what he did. Come on back. Come on home.
We've already pulled the plug. Let's not plug the machine back in. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I thought when he retired that was done, but that's literally the only situation I can see him going back to.
Yeah,
is that and so.
Man, I was dwelling on it the other day, and I said, man, Aaron Rodgers will be the last one to go. Maybe if he go to your childhood is over, like Peyton, Eli, Phillip Rivers,
some people's childhoods, yeah.
Tom Brady, all of them gone. Yeah. Like, it is a whole new brand of quarterback now. That's awesome.
Yeah, think about it. I mean, like, what was Brady's first year? Was it 2001?
I think I have no idea. I know Matt. No, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was 2001, Brady. Somewhere around there. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that was the year after we graduated high school. So I mean, it's crazy to think about. All right, man. So did you watch any of the XFL games, or have you seen any XFL games?
No.
See, I didn't watch it all, dude. Like the second, the COVID year where it got basically destroyed by COVID. I didn't watch one single game, and I heard it was decent, but whatever. So I was like, okay, this time around I'm gonna watch it. Not bad, man. Not bad. I think you get into it. I mean, you see some former NFL players, and like, dude, Vic Beasley's out there.
Did you email the station to get him cut? Hey, did he do good? Did you watch him?
He made a few plays. I mean, it wasn't. Okay. And it was funny because the announcer said during the game, I think he said, I really thought that the pass rush should be getting more active with guys like Vic Beasley, and I was like, you
can't even dominate in the XFL, bro. Like, you need to.
But did you watch like Other than 2016, did you see any Falcons cover? You know, I mean, like,
yeah, he just
nah,
thinks
dude.
it's NFL level talent. He was gonna get in there and kill.
Yeah, no, it wasn't the case. I mean, like I said, he made a few plays. I don't want to dog him too bad. He made a few plays, but like AJ McCarron starts for the St. Louis team. He's quarterback there. Obviously, Paxton Lynch plays for one of those teams. I can't remember which one. But yeah, it's not bad, dude. It's not bad. And what's interesting is some of the rules, right? I mean, like, so they've got some interesting rules that could be intriguing for the NFL to check out. So the interesting one that I think, I don't know if you know about this, when they kick off, the teams begin play 5 yards apart. The kicking team is at the opponent's 35-yard line, and the return team at the 30. So they're lined up 5 yards apart. They can't move. Nobody can move until the returner gets the ball. And so it's less high velocity collisions. So, you know, it's supposed to reduce injury. And so I don't mind that one. I think it's kind of, you know, it's different. I don't mind it. And just to go through a few of them, the teams will have 3 run pass only options. This is for extra points. Following the touchdowns, 2-yard line will be 1 point, 5-yard line is 2 points, and they can run a 3-point play from the 10-yard line. Okay. How you feel about that? You like that?
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. Defensive award the same number of points for a touchdown as well. The game timing, the XFL starts with will operate with a 35-second play clock. It begins following the previous play. The clock will start following incomplete passes and out of bounds plays prior to the 2-minute warning of either half. The first and second half will be split by a 10-minute halftime, 3 timeouts per half. So this is interesting too. Teams will have 2 options to keep the ball after scoring. So traditional onside kick at any time during the game, or a 4th and 15 conversion from their own 25-yard line in the fourth quarter only. What do you think about that?
Now say that one more time. You said a 4th and what?
4th and 15 conversion. So and this is only in the fourth quarter, but they'll have 2 options to keep the ball after this. So they just scored. They can do a traditional onside kick,
okay,
or they can attempt a 4th and 15 from their own 25-yard line in the fourth quarter only.
That would be interesting.
That's kind of cool too. I like it.
That raises the damn stakes.
Yeah, because I mean, if you don't make it, they get the ball at a 25-yard line, basically. That raises, you know, wherever. So I kind of like that too, to be honest with you. It puts more thought into it. Double forward pass. Okay, if a team completes a forward pass behind the line of scrimmage, that team may throw a second forward pass as long as the ball has not crossed the line of scrimmage. So, like, you know, in the NFL now, in the college too, you have to throw. It's got to be behind, and then that guy can go downfield. Well, you can actually throw it forward now, behind the line, and that guy can still go down as long as he hasn't crossed.
It would be too many points scored. It would be like 93 to fucking 71 every game.
Yeah, it'd be crazy. Yeah, and then overtime consists of alternating. This is interesting too. Overtime consists of alternating attempts from the opponent's 5-yard line. You get 3 attempts per team, 2 points per score until the winner is decided.
Like it. I like that. Yeah.
So no full possessions. You just get basically 3 on the 5-yard line. So I kind of like that too. And this is what was really cool. The instant replay. You actually saw the inside of the replay booth, and you saw what the replay official was seeing and what he was saying. So so there was no like guessing or whatever. There was just full transparency of what he's seeing on the film and all the different angles they got. So I thought that was cool as hell. Because, I mean, you know how many times in the NFL we see a play, we're like, oh, he can't overturn that. And then it gets overturned. You're like, how the hell? You know, and then so this actually allows you to see what they're seeing.
I like that.
It was cool.
That's necessary.
Yeah. And basically, replay may correct errors on non-reviewable plays, player safety at any point during the game, and any issue in the last 5 minutes of regulation plus overtime. So they can basically just jump in there and take it themselves if they have to, based on those situations. And the head coach may challenge one on-field ruling per game, including those involving a foul or potential foul, and the final ruling made by designated members of officiating department in a central location, which is basically what I was just telling you. So a few of those, man, I think it's going to be kind of like, you know, and like the XFL the first year, right? They had the on-field camera, you know, that was like right above the.
I love that.
They adapted that to the NFL, so I think it's going to end up kind of being similar to like how MLB uses minor league ball to like test out some of these new rules to like, you know, see how it works, and they move it to MLB, and that's kind of how they want the XFL to be. Is kind of like a minor league for the NFL. So I think that'd be interesting.
Yeah, they will eventually take off the kickoff in the NFL, guaranteed. Like that won't be a play. Like you'll just get the ball to start or be able to onside kick, but it won't. I don't think. I think it'll just be like we gonna get the ball at the 10, then you proceed.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
the
I like.
kickoff can go away in a minute.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, me neither.
I would rather see that version the XFL has than no
Mhm.
kickoff at all, because at least it allows a version. And they, I didn't read this one, but they penalize like kicks into the end zone. Like, so if you kick it in, it'll come out to like the 35.
Mhm.
So it gets kind of entices guys to either return it or whatever. So it's interesting the way they set it up. Hell, we're also interesting rules. Yeah, I mean, a few of them are. I mean, I kind of like to see it, man. Anthony said they need to do that in the NFL. People should be able to hear and see all the replays. Yeah, and what the refs are discussing, definitely. Yeah, oh yeah. I'd love to see like the Grady play last year. I'd love to see what the hell that
Mhm.
was. I mean, what y'all are talking about during that play, or the Chris Jones sack. The same deal. So anyway, buddy. So you put out a little video on TikTok and Twitter. It was just to spark some conversations. All it was.
Mhm.
And you put, cost-effective Ritter or electrifying Lamar
Mhm.
Jackson, and it got all kinds of damn responses, man. And it even
Man, I got
invoked.
that from Smitty, right? Smitty throw grenades and run. And I figured I just want to throw a grenade and run. And I did that. And I knew that y'all would argue
You,
amongst yourself. I didn't even read what happened. I just knew it
no,
would happen.
you left
And
me
then
to field all the damn
John
Twitter
told,
shit.
dog, I told you I run. I throw the grenade and run. Like I get
Uh,
away from it. So I threw the grenade and ran. And then John told me it exploded.
I mean, there's folks saying that, obviously, we weren't going to do it at cost. He's not just cost. We know that it was just a descriptive word that Mike
Mhm.
used to, there's more to it than that. But yeah, that was funny, man. So, and it even sparked a conversation, and I hadn't seen this yet come out, that basically Lamar Jackson was Mike Vick. And there was guys going back and forth about that. And it happened and I'm not just our tweet or your tweet, but like around social media started going on.
Mhm.
And I think folks have like, is
Yeah.
everybody okay there?
Yeah.
Is Biscuit
Hey,
all right?
painting just fell off the wall. It's a ghost in here, but please continue.
No, so I think folks have some, like, especially Falcons fans and like myself included. I miss Terry Ocean, boy. What's up, brother? Nice
Terry
to join us,
Ocean.
man. I think folks have some nostalgia, kind of like love in their heart for Mike, and forget kind of what the on-field play was like.
Mhm.
So I mean, and I love Mike. Don't get me wrong. Like I loved him, but if you want to look at him as a passer,
John, don't
um,
throw him under the bus with the
I'm
stats.
not.
John, don't do
Oh,
it. John, don't throw
but
him
I
under
had
the bus
to.
with
I
the
had to
stats.
though. If folks gonna keep saying like they were saying, like, dude, come on, Vic. Okay, this was 2001 through before he went to jail, basically through 2006. His highest completion percentage was 56.4%.
Mhm.
Never had over 60% completion percentage.
Mhm.
And of course, I mean, it was his legs, obviously, right? That was what was so dynamic about him. And he was the first one to really have that type of ability, like really have that type of athleticism at the quarterback position. That made him is the most he ever threw for in a season was 2011. Obviously, after he came back with 3,303 yards, his TD to interceptions. I mean, in 2002, 16 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. And 3, I think he was hurt. 4 TDs, 3 interceptions, 14 and 12, 15 and 13, 20 and 13. Like it's not as overwhelming as you would think it would be. Now, his rushing, he didn't even rush it. Now, the biggest difference too is he didn't rush as much as Lamar did, as much as it may seem like he did.
Mhm.
His rush attempts, the most he ever had was 123, and that was in 2006. Lamar had 176 rush attempps in his MVP season.
Mhm.
That's almost a running back. Like, I mean, like that's what
Mhm.
like second string or like backup running backs may get, or even sometimes depending on the offense, their first running back may get. He hasn't had less than 112 attempts rushing his entire career per season. Lamar hasn't.
Mhm.
So obviously his legs have been used a ton, in Baltimore. Passing wise, his rookie season, he had 58.2% completion percentage. After that, 66.1, 64.4, 64.4, 62.3. And the adjusted percentage is actually closer to 70 because of all the drops. And we've talked about before, he's had some not good receiving options there, like as far as receivers go. Obviously, Mark Andrews, awesome. Few decent receivers, nothing really great. His touchdown to interceptions. Oh, his MVP season, 36 touchdowns thrown, 6 interceptions. 26 TDs, 9 interceptions, isn't that the following year? 16 and 13 and 21 regressed a little bit, 17 and 7 this year after 12 games. So, like, guys, man, Lamar's a better passer than Mike ever was. Like, I hate to say it, but he just is. I guess I love Mike to death, but Mike, and I mean, as far as their legs, they're both electrifying as hell to watch. But I mean, if I'm taking a guy to start a team with, and I have to pick one or the other, I'm picking Lamar.
No, I'm going with you, man. Mike was exciting for that time because he was the first one to ever do that. But dog, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't even want Lamar Jackson on the team. I would love to have him if we do it, but I don't think it's wise. But I'm gonna tell you, it's a semi-popular opinion that all he can do is run. Like, he's not a good overall quarterback. Like, he don't study, like he don't make smart decisions, and he can't throw. And I'm like, what game are y'all watching? Because Lamar has improved every year. His mental, his knowledge of the game, his ability to throw, his reads, and his running. Like, the man get better and better at everything. So he can ball out. He's one of the best. Him and Patrick Mahomes are the 2 most dangerous quarterbacks in the league. So I have no idea why people think all he can do is run. He just I love Mike Vick, but it's disrespectful to call Lamar Jackson Mike Vick, because Mike Vick was a dynamic runner, but Lamar Jackson is a much better passer. He can throw, and he studied. You could look at Mike Vick and tell he wasn't studying.
He told you he wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, you could see like he was just improvising. It was dope to watch, but you could look and see he wasn't studying.
Yeah, now what Mike could have been is amazing. Like, because he said that himself.
Man, I look at Michael Vick and RG3. Like, man, what could you have been if they didn't, with the injury to RG3, and if they studied with those abilities and you studied? Imagine if they took it like serious as Tom Brady took it. You just would have, who knows?
Yeah, 100%, man. And I've seen multiple guys talk about how he can't throw, and he doesn't want to get better as a thrower, which blows my mind. Like, of course he does. He's a competitor, man. Like, he wants to be better at his position. I mean, like, he's not going to. So, like, and I put out a tweet too, because I saw a ton of just Ritter hate too, for no apparent reason, really. Like, the dude had 4 games, and I and everybody to just like trash him, throw him on the bus, whatever. So, but it's going both ways. It's like I don't get either way. Like, and I've said before on the show, and I'll say it again. Like, if we go get Lamar, man, I will be buying whatever jersey number he has. I'll be supporting the hell out of him. It'll be fun to watch. I hope, but if we do, it's because they have a plan, I would assume, that to go get him and still fill out the team. But if they don't, and we go with Ritter, okay, great. Like, I'm trusting these guys to do their job, because they see it. It's like the people think that if they get Lamar, they're not just watching like highlights of Lamar and like seeing Sports Center. Like, they've done their homework. Like, they've went into like their scouting department. They've watched film. They've talked to teammates. They've talked to coaches. Like, they're going to get every piece of information on Lamar they can before, especially if you're willing to give him a fully guaranteed contract somewhere around of what Deshaun got. Trust me, they're going to do every bit of their damn homework to make sure that investment is really what they want to do. It's a multi-million-dollar business. Of course, they're going to do that, right? So I'm going to trust if that's what they're doing. Okay, they feel like that's the best way for us to take advantage and win now. So, and I mean, I looked a little bit at some other things on Lamar just to see, because I was curious myself. He had a better passing grade last year, just for anybody's interested, than Jared Goff, Daniel Jones, Jimmy G, Dak Prescott, Derek Carr, Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray, Matt Ryan, and everybody's favorite Marcus Mariota, and the other quarterback who's been linked possibly with us, Justin Fields, 54. And with Justin Fields, I heard, well, he has no receivers, and his offensive line is, and his coordinator's going to get him killed. You can say the same exact thing about Lamar. He has no receivers. Then the offensive coordinator, and that's why I kept wondering, like, if I want to see, whether it's with us or not, I want to see how Lamar does with a different offensive coordinator, because all Greg Roman did was say, like, damn, this dude can run. I'm going to take advantage of that. And we're going to run him on this many play. And yeah, man, like you're going to get hurt at some point. And then, like, a lot of folks say, he's injury prone. His first year, 16 games, second year, 15 games, third year, 15 games, last 2 seasons, 12 and 12. Yeah, both injured. But when you're running that much, you're going to get hurt, man. You're just going to.
Yeah.
But in that same sense, and shout out to Uncle Steve, who always says this, NFL, brother, anybody can get hurt at any time.
Yeah.
Like you can't really use that per se. He's not injury prone. He's just, like I said, if you're same thing with Justin Fields. Like, dude, we all saw us destroy Justin during that game. I felt bad for Justin during that game because he kept getting ran knowing that he was hurt. Yeah. And he was just getting blasted. Like, as offensive coordinator or whoever's calling the plays, you can't put your quarterback in that position over and over and over again. That's not a recipe for long-term success, barely short-term success. Like, you want the guy to be on the field and win. So I want to see what Lamar can do when he's asked to throw more. Well, like I said, whether that's here or whether that's somewhere else. Like, I just want to, because I think he has the ability to do it. I mean, I went back and watched him on Lamar, not just highlights, not just tape. Dude, some of the throws he makes, the people, I mean, number one, cannon arm, 60, 70 yards in the air.
That's what I'm saying.
And
it's getting more and more accurate every year.
He throws guys open. Does he miss some? Of course he did. Ritter misses some too. And he's going to miss some. Like, they are going to miss some.
Rodgers missed some.
But yeah, I'm some of the hate for both sides, going toward Ritter, going toward Lamar, way overblown. And so way overblown.
The most genius answer came from somebody. I'm so sorry, I'm being disrespectful right now, but on the post I put out, I said cost-effective Ritter or electrifying Jackson, and somebody's response to it was, I'll take less cost, I'm effective, less electrifying Justin Fields. Like, he was saying that in the middle, like Justin Fields.
Yeah.
And I thought about that, and I thought that was a genius compromise.
Yeah, and I won't hate that either, but you can't, like I said, you can't give the same excuses for Justin and then not give the same excuses for Lamar, because it's they're, and I mean, Justin's younger. His passing, like I said, his passer rating was 54.
I say you, And then somebody said on one of my posts, why not get Justin Fields and Ritter and just let them go duke it out? I thought, man, y'all be making good points from time to time. I thought, like, man, some of those was genius. Like,
yeah, no, I agree, man. Jordan said, man, this Lamar talk has got the fan base divided like I've never seen. You have dude. Like, I tweeted, like, this is the most divided I've seen since last year. I mean, every year we find different stuff to do, man.
I'm gonna tell you what's funny is that a lot of people are commenting, like, some of y'all are intent on, if we got Lamar, if Lamar threw like a pick in one game, then followed it with a pick the next game, y'all will be saying, oh, we wasted our money. See, like, y'all wouldn't be happy if Jesus Christ was our starting quarterback. Because the minute he tripped over his sandals and dropped that football, y'all would be like, get him out of here. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just be ready to turn on anybody and anything quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. I think y'all dream of Michael Vick, and y'all just will not. Anybody else is like, we will find a problem with him. Anybody that no one's Michael Vick to y'all, and y'all just won't let it go. And I love him too, but come on, man.
My biggest problem with the whole Lamar thing is the compensation, like that. And I get it, but like if you're talking about, because I mean, shout out to Matt Trigger. I saw him. He was on another podcast today. He's a host of Bearded, Wholesome, and All Things Baltimore. And if this trade happens, we'll have him on the show, because the dude is a diehard Ravens. He's been doing podcasting for a while up there, pretty close to it. And he put out, I just watched the video earlier. I haven't retweeted it or anything yet, but he thinks he's as good as gone, man. He thinks that the relationship between Lamar and Baltimore is beyond repair, and that he's going to be out, and he thinks it's going to be the Falcons. That's what his opinion is. He thinks that he's going to be with us next season. So take that for what it is, but that's just somebody in Baltimore that's close to it. And, you know, like I said, nobody really knows, but the conversation he said was 3 first rounds, AJ Terrell, and maybe some other, and then they send back Lamar and a couple of late round to us. See, I don't like throwing in AJ. I don't like throwing in some of the guys that we
Yeah,
know are going to be
the
that are
cornerstones. Yeah,
right. And I guess that's just tough for me, man. Like
no,
I said,
like
the
John said,
conversation's tough, man.
I have no problem with Lamar. It is the price tag. That's my own. I don't know that. Thank you, Miss Davis. She said she follows Out of Your Falcon Mind TikTok. Such good content. TikTok. Look, TikTok.
Tic Tac.
TikTok. See, that's how you know I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, so Ant said cost effective Ritter. I feel Ritter had the potential and the leadership to take Atlanta to the playoffs and hopefully the Super Bowl for a win. I believe in Ritter. Build a team around him. That's just how I feel. It's just the price. I don't want to start giving up draft picks and all that. We supposed to be building. I just feel like it's like somebody broke saying, man, if I had a whole bunch of money, I would be smarter this time. I would plan for the future and invest here and do these things, and then getting the money and going straight for the biggest truck with the biggest wheels and just like losing your mind immediately. But he will be amazing to watch, to be honest. In all black, he look, yeah.
Oof, yeah.
John Brooks said, Jordan, I'm on the Lamar train, bro. I mean, I want Ritter to succeed, but Ritter still has a lot of learning to do. Some people think that Ritter would take too many seasons to come along when we could throw Lamar in right now and get busy.
Yeah. I mean, and that's basically it. I mean, and I mean, if you watch the mic'd up Desmond Ritter, yeah, you saw all the leadership, all the intangible stuff you want to see. You saw it during that mic'd up. Like, and that's not fake. That's just that's who he was at Cincinnati. That's who he is as a leader. So that part I'm not worried about at all. And I'm not worried about Ritter. Honestly, I mean, I know that sounds crazy after 4 games, but like I wasn't. Like, folks, I don't know what that some people were really expecting. If they were expecting like 303 touchdowns right off the bat, I had I wanted to see him for sure, but my expectations were not super high because he sat all season. You're throwing him into a road game against the Saints with a good defense. You're throwing him into a road game against the Ravens with a good defense. So those first 2, I didn't have a whole lot of expectation. I wanted to see progress. I didn't want to see him just throwing the ball to whoever the hell, which he didn't. 0 interceptions. So I'm not out and saying he can't do it. Lamar's obviously been in the league for 5 years, so a more proven type of dude who I think, could definitely run Arthur's offense the way he wants it. I don't think Arthur would run him near as much as Greg Roman did because we do have Tyler Algier. I think we're going to upgrade the running back position as well. We'll probably add somebody else to the not necessarily upgrade, but add somebody else to Tyler. So there's a lot of things that won't require Lamar to run necessarily like he's been running at. I mean, you still use it, but you use it selectively. Like there's so many teams when they play Baltimore, and I saw this during watching film. A lot of teams today, and y'all all know if you watch, they play a lot of 2 high safety, like they drop them back, right? When a lot of teams play Lamar, they only drop 1 back because one is having to make sure Lamar, they have to, if he takes off, they got to have somebody there. So a lot of teams will play single high. Well, that allows Lamar to throw the ball as well. So like that change, like Lamar, just the threat he presents to the defenses changes the way they defend.
Single coverage, Kyle Pitts.
It opens up a lot of things. So like you look at it from that aspect, it's not just his legs, but it's the threat of his legs. And what, like I said, you don't want to go out there and run him 176 times in a season. That's insane. But you use it when it's advantageous to you. When the play breaks down, he can take off. Obviously, Ritter has some speed too. He was a 4.5, I think, guy. He didn't look that fast when he was on the field, but I think a lot of that was just he did not. Yeah. But I just think that was a lot of nerves and just like he wasn't asked to run in a straight line or anything. So
I think people's problem with Ritter is he didn't look dynamic. You saw just like he didn't look like dynamic. Like they didn't see, he's lightning fast. He got he kind of made a throw that we couldn't believe. Like he didn't look dynamic. He looked capable. But I just don't know. It would have been nice, but I don't know that you look dynamic in your first 3-4 games in the NFL as a rookie. I don't think no one does.
Yeah. I mean, very rarely. And I mean, and like I said, you look at what a few of the other rookies did this season that were drafted higher than he did. I mean, Kenny Pickett threw 4 picks in his first game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and can you imagine if that would have happened with us?
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh
Y'all
my
would
God.
have really been burning them at the state.
But and then Todd Monken, the new OC in Baltimore, he commented this week, said that Lamar has an elite skill set. I think he's underrated as a passer in terms of his ability to make plays and throw it downfield. No different than you. I've watched you guys watch, and it's pretty amazing. So just another thought from the new OC up there as well. And that's kind of what I thought too. I think he gets a little bit too much shit for not being able to throw because he can throw. Dez, what's up? Scottish Falcon in the house.
The Scottish Falcon.
He said, sorry, I got caught up in the Braves game. Hey, man, shout out to the Braves. It is their first spring training game today, buddy, against the Boston
Falcon, even like the Braves. Come on, man. It don't get no better than that. Jordan said, haha, I feel it, bro. I'm definitely on board with getting him for the right price. I'm content with Ritter as well. At the end of the day, I'm just ready to see us win. I'm with you, buddy.
That's it, buddy.
However, 100%. By any means necessary.
Yep. I honestly don't care who the quarterback is as long as we're getting wins. So Anthony's good.
Yeah, they want way too much for Lamar. I could see the first 2 round picks for this year's round pick and the 2024 first round pick and $180 million 5-year contract. That would be about $35 million a year.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about you got Daniel Jones wanting 45 a year.
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah,
I mean, he's going to
be a quarterback in the NFL.
With the salary cap going up every year too, like Lamar is going to end up at 50. Like if you're going to give Deshaun and man, the Browns, man, y'all can kiss my ass, man. Y'all messed everything up, giving Deshaun all this crazy money.
Yeah, they did.
That messed us up because I mean, yeah, he would have been a lot more affordable had that not happened. But yeah, I mean, he's going to be in the range of $50 million a year. I mean, and like I said, the biggest hang up is that guaranteed money. He wants damn near the whole thing guaranteed.
See, here's why I don't want him on the Falcons is I want him to get that money. That's the problem is I want him to get $50 million a year. I want him to break the bank, but I'm like, damn, I don't want him to get it from us. That's my only thing is I want to see him break the bank in the NFL, but not with the Falcons. It called not the year we get the money.
Yeah. And so then we still got $30 million plus to build a defense, get a couple of guys who help with depth or get some star guys. And you see the thing is too, they'll do if they say they did sign Lamar to that crazy ass $50 million, everything guaranteed, they'll convert some to bonuses. They'll keep pushing it down the road. They'll do a lot of stuff like all these teams do that continue to allow them to operate without being just devastated by it. Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of ways. There's a lot of ways to be. Look at the Saints; they do it every year.
Yeah,
the Saints are in hell every year. They somehow magically worked it out that they can just keep adding and stuff like that. So there's ways to do it. They got to figure out that they can do it. Andy said, "Yeah, $50 million way too much for one player. We need a lot of spots filled to help on defense and offense. We need to balance on both sides." Yeah, I don't disagree, man. We got to, like I said, we're not one player away. Let's put it that way. Ski, what's happening, buddy?
My man Ski in the building on the Saturday.
See, when we do it early, all of our European guys can get in here because we're not doing it when they're in bed. Recording when they're in bed.
We love you, buddy.
So yeah, man. I mean, I think like Jordan said, I don't really care who is the quarterback, man. I want to win. If it's Lamar, like I said before, then they must have a plan, and that's great. Okay, well, I'm bought in. Let's go. If it's not Lamar and it's too steep for them, and they go out and we say, we get a Fields or we get I don't know, Jacoby. I would love Jacoby Brissett here, man. To be honest with you, that would be my ideal backup.
Or as a backup role.
Backup, yeah. Okay. But I honestly think he would challenge. Okay. I think he would challenge Ritter because I mean, like, dude, his stats.
He played damn well this season.
Damn well. If you look at PFF, which by the way, Lamar was the 5th rated quarterback in PFF this year, behind Joe Burrow, Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Jalen Hurts. Number 6 was Jacoby Brissett. And his numbers are damn near identical to Lamar's last year. So now he's older. He's not as dynamic, doesn't run as much. But I do think Jacoby would be a perfect backup or somebody that could just come in and push Desmond because I think that, because he could come in and run this offense just fine. So, yeah, that's a possibility. But like I said, man, I don't think I don't. It's hard to say you don't see him going for Lamar because it's just like they wouldn't be doing their job if they weren't at least calling and saying like, hey, what are we looking at here for compensation wise? But so I want him to do that. But like I said, if it's starting to involve AJ and Grady and stuff like that, then man, I don't.
I feel like we're going backwards at that point.
I have a hard time at that point. I have a hard time with it. Hell, else I wish CP were younger. Yeah. That would be nice.
Just maybe 5 years. Not even so much, just maybe 5 years.
Yeah.
Jordan said, didn't Baltimore offer him a 5-year, $250 million? He gonna get over 200 million. Dog, I want him to set the NFL record. That's why I don't want him with Atlanta. I'm so proud of him. I want him to set a new record, but damn if he set it here.
And I think the guaranteed was the issue. I think that contract's correct. I think the only guaranteed, like it was like 130, maybe 180. It was somewhere between 130 and 180 was guaranteed. And that was.
But see, he's smart over there because he like, if you gonna run me 176 times, I need some more guarantee.
Yeah,
I'm taking blows. Nah, you're not doing that.
Yeah, right. And Anthony said Jacoby Brissett would be a perfect backup spot. So yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. And like I said, I think it'd be somebody who could. Very similar skill set to Desmond, going to push him, going to help him out as well. Like be an actual, veteran there with him.
Yeah, third string Matt Ryan just come off the bench every once. If he just come off the bench if it's a 2-minute drill. That's the only time that.
That ain't going to happen.
Yeah.
And other free agent news as well. I don't know if you saw. It looks like the Commanders are going to franchise tag Jerron Payne.
Okay, I figured that.
So, and they said early on in that whole process, they wanted to keep him and Jonathan Allen together, which I thought they probably would too. It makes sense. But money wise, it seemed like it's going to be impossible. But so franchise him for 1 year, hope then they'll try to work something out after that. So that kind of takes him off the board, which to be honest, it sucks because that's one of the guys I was high on both of our wish list. Put him next to Grady, younger version. Even when Grady moves on, we still have Jerron there. But dude, that whole defensive tackle kind of class free agents it's pretty deep this year. So like even if it's like we could go out and get 2 or 3 guys for the same amount of money that we were going to pay Jerron.
That's what I'm saying. Yep.
So whether we go out and get David Onyemata, we go out and get Tomlinson, Javon Hargrave, some of these other guys that are just right in that that are not Jerron Payne necessarily. And I actually go back and listen, man. Aaron Freeman from Locked On Falcons had a great episode this week on Payne, and he went through kind of what he provides versus what some of these other free agents provided. Big difference, man. Like some of these, like Javon Hargrave and Tomlinson, and the other guy I just mentioned, I can't remember. Oh, Onyemata, all better pass rushers, really, than what's his name was than Jerron Payne. So you look at that and think we could get 2 or 3 of those guys for same amount or cheaper, then I'm on board, man.
Make the cost-effective choice. I'm with it, man.
I am too. Is there somebody about to rob your apartment?
Dog, I don't know what they're doing. It's still the water damage thing. I was hoping that y'all couldn't hear that, but yeah, they still doing it.
Wow.
This is right outside my door.
That's good stuff.
I think he just stopped.
Hopefully so. You go out there and take his damn drill from him.
Yeah.
But anywho, man. So let's jump back into chat real quick before we move on, man. Said Arthur Smith has shown that Ryan Tannehill that he doesn't need a superstar QB to win games, but we're better. Yeah, that's the other point of it too, right? With our offense, the way it runs, you don't need a Lamar, really. Is it nice to have? Yeah, absolutely. But do we need it? Probably not.
I feel like Justin Fields got that same skill set. He's not Lamar, but Justin Fields, if that's what you want, go get Justin Fields for same skill set, way less money, or keep Ritter and develop him. But I don't think you go break the NFL record for Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, it would be tough. Anthony said that's smart for the Commanders to keep Jerron Payne. Yeah, sucks for the Falcons though. Will be it's a good free D tackle free agent class. The Falcons will be okay. Yeah, I think so too, man. I think a couple of those guys, man. Whether it's Davenport, Onyemata from the Saints will be coming over here, and then whoever else we had. And Georgia, I think Tomlinson's staying in Minnesota. I heard they were going. Damn. Okay, well that would suck, but that'd be another guy off the board. Yeah, it's there's a lot of different ways it's going to happen, man. It's going to be exciting free agency, man. I can't wait.
Mhm.
We only got what March 14th, man.
Mhm.
So it's going to be right around the corner, and then on to the draft after that. So I can't wait, man. So as far as the backup though, if we do stay with Ritter, is Jacoby your guy too, or is there somebody else that you would
As
look
far
there
as backup, man, I honestly would want Trey Lance.
to come in and fight for it? Yeah, yeah. I don't hate that either.
Jacoby's my man. I think he's the safe choice, but I just want the young dudes. I think we haven't seen what Trey Lance's ceiling is, and I do want to see it. And I think him and Ritter will push each other.
Yeah, you're right about that. Good, man.
And said on vacation in Gatlinburg, Tennessee with the
Attaboy.
fiance. And congratulations. He said, I'm on vacation in Gatlinburg, Tennessee with the fiance rocking the Out of Your Falcon Mind shirt, letting people know Falcons life out here in Tennessee. Rise up, Falcons fans. I'm out of my Falcon mind. We love you, buddy. Yeah.
Hell yeah, Ant. I love it, bud.
Nice vacation spot, buddy.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Jojo said, is this ski?
Yeah.
Ski. The only problem I have with Lamar is the money. I'm not down with paying him a boatload of cash. Yeah. I love Lamar Jackson. I want him to get that money, just not here.
Yeah, that's going to be the thing, man. That's going to be. I mean, he's going to get paid no matter where he goes. And there's only a few teams that can do it. Whether it's us, the Jets, possibly, maybe the Raiders. I don't know what their situation is. Haven't looked at it enough, but I mean, there's. And if he's not going to play in Baltimore, there's only a few other landing spots he has. So I don't know, man. It'll be interesting. It's just, and like I said, I don't really care what side of the, and Lamar's going to sell seats, man. We know that too, and Arthur Blank knows that. More importantly, if Lamar's here, that Mercedes-Benz is going to be sold out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just alone for the excitement about it. But again, man, like I just want to see it play itself out. I'm good if they stick with Ritter, man. I'm totally fine with it. All right, buddy. Anything else for you on that free agency stuff as of now?
I'm just excited to do it. Y'all been seeing me and John put out draft profiles. We gonna start doing that when we get the people for free agency. We'll have fun things about the people we got.
Yep.
Or we might get like that'll be awesome. So we got some more cool stuff coming about that.
100%,
I can't wait for free agency, man, because that does the outline of the picture. Now you know what we aiming at in the draft. Like it's like you can kind of see it. When you see who we got in free agency, you can kind of start moving into pieces. Start doing more like your unfounded shit in your mind. Like once we got him, so you can start doing different unfounded shit is the problem.
Exactly. Des said, what about Davis Mills heads home to back up Atlanta? I mean, I don't hate that either. I don't mind Davis Mills. Yeah, man. We by the way, those draft shows, hopefully y'all like that, man. We've been doing them about every day or every other day. Like, so Mike will do like 6 minute, 7 minute shorts. Yeah. And then mine's a little bit longer, but it's only like 15, 20 minutes. So, but we bring it to you completely different ways, which we hope you like. That's kind of the point of it. I've done my last couple live, just kind of the last minute, kind of popping on here. So may continue to do that. Mike Scott, who you got next, Mike? I forgot who I sent you, man. You
I haven't looked at it, buddy.
I can tell you in a second.
I wing everything. If y'all don't know my style right now, I wing everything. That's my style.
Mike Scott, Christopher Smith, safety out of UGA, and Jordan Battle, safety out of Alabama on his next one. So we'll hit that up. So, Mike, you ready to play in or out, buddy?
Hold on, John. Oh, yeah. So, okay. You ready to go in or out?
Let's do it.
Let's go in or out, buddy. So you go ahead, kick it off, buddy.
We got in or out. And if y'all don't know, if you are new to the show, basically we do different games throughout the shows. In or out is just one of them. So, and we go in or out. I say something, Michael say something. You can either be in or you can be out. You can elaborate on it, or you can make it however you want to talk about it. So, buddy, did you happen to watch any of? Bless you.
Thank you.
Any of the NBA All-Star game?
I saw the dunk contest.
You did see the dunk contest?
All-Star game, no.
Okay. So that was my next question. Are you in or out on the dunk contest and or All-Star game now for the NBA?
I say remove it for at least 5 seasons and then bring it back because um, the players, from what I used to watch, I know the players don't really play hard in the All Star. It's a pointless. It's just like the Pro Bowl. We just doing alley oops and we letting each other score, and it's almost like they ran out of dunks to do. You rarely see a new dunk. They're just doing dunks you've seen or very similar dunks. So
I mean that G League kid saved the dunk contest this
yeah,
year.
he really did, dog. Because it's no, and so I say no. I think you got to bring it back in 5 years where people want to see it instead of just a yearly thing that has to happen.
Yeah,
I feel like that way with the Hall of Fame. Like, don't just put people in it because we got to fill a quota. There's some
yeah.
people that shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
I
Sorry.
started being out on a dunk contest years ago because like nobody know the big names stopped doing it.
Yeah,
Like
they
you know,
won't do it. Yeah,
and
John
then
Morant should be in the dunk contest.
can you
Like,
imagine the viewership
yeah.
that just him in there alone? But yeah, the reason I asked was because the Sundays, well, when the All Star game was on, the ratings declined 29% in viewership from and 27% from last year's All Star game.
Mhm.
The record low audience this year for basically the NBA All Star game, well behind the NFL's Pro Bowl. So I mean, like the game itself is completely useless.
Mhm.
But like I said, that kid that came out, I mean, like he made every dunk. They were all awesome. Like, and I mean, that's the thing. Like, I hated. I don't know if it was last year, year before. Dude sitting there like you're falling asleep as a dude tries his 10th attempt. You
Mhm.
know, at the same dunk, and you're like, dude, I can't keep doing this, man.
And it's not overwhelming. Like even when they make it the fourth time, it's not the same.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's
So
not. He's
I'm
just like,
out.
oh, finally, you made it
Yeah,
in the
man, I'm
basket.
the same way with the Pro Bowl. I say you got to take them away and you got to rethink those things. It's no incentive to play hard. They don't want to get hurt. They just going through the motions. It's boring to watch. Yeah, you got to rethink these now.
Mm-hmm.
Ski said, "Would you guys be down with drafting a wide receiver? Ooh, in round one? No. Heard of the bootleg football? Heard on the bootleg football podcast that this would be a draft of really good wide receiver too. Yeah, I would. I'm not in round one. I don't know. We need too many things on defense to do that in round one.
Outside of Quentin, well, I can't remember his last name, dude from TCU, I'd
Mm-hmm.
be really pissed if we drafted a wide receiver in the first
You know,
round.
I'd say it would have to be a like somebody you knew was like it's on like a generational talent. Like
Yeah,
we have to do
yeah, yeah. There's free agent wide receivers there, and it is a pretty deep draft in wide receivers. Like I think we could pick up a wide receiver later on in the draft just
this.
fine.
Mhm.
And joins the issue with dunk contest and starts. Yeah, man.
That's it.
They
Yeah.
never participate ever, and then they never play defense. No,
Yeah,
that's
that's
like
why it's point. Yeah,
yeah,
it's not dog. What everybody wanted to see. It's a great premise. Imagine all the best players really playing hard against each other,
yep,
like in football or basketball. You would be like, oh, I want to see. He got to check him. I want to see what they do on the same team, and you never get that because they not gonna play their ass off and get injured. Which I respect that too. But damn, it sucks for us.
yep, exactly. All right, buddy. Yeah.
All right, Johnny. Okay, I got one for you, Johnny Yates, and all y'all. Are you in or out that the best fight sequencing in TV history is Peter versus the chicken? Yeah, I
Did
watch
you just watch
dog,
that
when they
episode?
bust out fighting. They fight for 2 to 3 minutes nonstop, and they go through so many scenes, and it's so epic. Is this the greatest fight movie sequence you've ever seen? It is cool.
I'll be in just because it's hilarious.
I mean,
Whatever.
Family Guy, the gotta love it. Peter versus the chicken. They
Oh,
Royal Rumble every time.
that was hilarious, man. All right, so uh, are you? So both of us work from home every now and then, right?
Mhm.
Because we have our businesses. Have you ever worked from a coffee shop or take your laptop there and just work all day? Are you in or out on working out at a coffee shop?
I would do it, but it's I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. It's too many fine girls that come in the coffee shop. I wouldn't get anything
Can't
back. Like,
concentrate.
yeah, and they come in yoga pants and gym clothes. Like I would lose my focus too. But it seemed like cool because they got the music on. The smell of the coffee shop is amazing. You could keep getting coffee, and it's a cool thing to do. So I'm in on it, but I wouldn't get anything done. You?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, Ski says Peter versus Chicken is goated.
Goated. Ski, that's what I'm saying. Peter versus the Chicken, best shit ever.
Yeah, I'm in. Listen, we haven't, because Amanda works from home too. So we were thinking, like, so she got this thing popped up on Starbucks, free refills for like on cold brew and stuff.
Oh yeah.
While you're working there.
Nick, John and his wife will take to this. Like, they shouldn't have done this for the Yates family. Trust me.
This is a bad proposition for Starbucks.
It is for the Yates, yes.
Because I pretty much stay caffeinated. So like, yeah, guess who's going to work there next week? A few days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah. It's
good.
Hey,
so you like the Starbucks by your house? Is it a good one?
It is a good one. Yeah, it's just new. It's bigger. Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
Is the Wi-Fi fast? See, that's the first thing you got to know.
It is. Yeah, I have used the Wi-Fi there once, so that was good. Yeah. So, let's see. All right, you're up, buddy.
I got, speaking of that, so I tell y'all a lot of times I brag on John and I say that John, anything that he recommended for me, he hasn't missed yet. But I get very frustrated with myself, with my marijuana brain, because sometimes I can't think of what those things were. I just know he never missed, but I can't recall the things. And then the other day, I remember one of them and I tried it, and I'm here to say he never missed again. Very related to Starbucks. My drink of choice for years, the strongest drink they have is called the Venti Blonde Roast in the morning, or so I thought. The other day I was tired, and I remember John told me to try the Nitro Cold Brew. When I tell you I am officially a crackhead, I mean, that shit is better. It's stronger than the Venti Blonde Roast. And you didn't miss again, but it's awesome. It's so caffeinated, they won't even give you a Venti. They will only do Grande. So I had one this morning. I feel amazing, buddy. Like, good hit. So
I might go get one after we
Nitro Cold Brew at Starbucks. That is that is the strongest drink they have.
I might go pick one up after we get done.
Yeah, see?
I just had a Dunkin', and I was finishing a Dunkin' Donuts coffee as we started the show, because
I love it,
we were out running around this morning.
Wonders.
Joe just said, yeah, doing work outside of home. Doing work outside of home is cool sometimes. I did preparation for my exams in a hookah bar once. Mm-hmm. How those exams go, buddy? Did that work out well for you? Mm-hmm. You never know. You sometimes do your best work like that. Like golf, dude. I never ask you. Have you ever golfed or have any? Never ever. Yeah. Because I've
never held a golf club.
Netflix has a cool show called Full Swing, and it's just kind of like the F1 show. They follow pro golfers around basically. Yeah. And it's cool, man. Because and the only reason I ask that is because I actually play better golf when I'm drinking.
Okay.
So I'll start. Like, I take it less serious. So I'm more relaxed. Yeah. So I play better. Yeah.
Have you been to Top Golf?
I can't be tanked. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But you can't be wasted, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I can't get like tanked and do good. If I get tanked, then I'm just like, I don't. No. But if I'm feeling good, then that's the perfect little mesh there, right there. Hell, or else the Top Golf's the move. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
Great date night.
All right, buddy. It just came back on again for its 185th season. Are you in or out on American Idol these days?
I haven't watched American Idol since years ago. So I'm really out. It's not. I don't watch it like I don't watch TV, so I would always be out on. I heard it's funny. I like the people that can't sing more than the people that can. I think it's funny. Let me tell you what I love about singing. So many people can't fucking sing, but something in their earlobes is
makes it sound good.
The next Beyonce, and it is the funniest. It's the one talent that you cannot have and be totally oblivious to, and I love it.
Yeah, 100%. I don't even know how. And then what kills me is like, do you have friends? Like, did nobody say like, bro?
No one said nothing.
You don't need to go on TV sounding like this. Like. If you needed better friends, basically, if that's the case, because somebody needs to be honest with you at that point. But the only reason I asked, man, is I watched this intro, whatever, the first episode of the season. So the
Mhm.
judges are Lionel Richie, Katy Perry, and Luke Bryan.
Okay.
Cool judge. I like all those. I mean, I listen to them. Like Lionel Richie, yeah, but not the other two. Dude, there was a guy on from Hawaii,
Mhm.
who big guy, 18 years old, just lost his father a couple of months ago. You will not be able to watch it and not tear up or not cry. I
Oh shit.
promise you.
Yeah.
But dude, he sounds amazing. Like, it's an amazing song. It's for his father. Um,
Oh.
I mean, with both of us we've both obviously lost our dads in the last, recent time. I mean,
Mhm.
like, dude, I couldn't do it, man. I was just like, he got me. And all the judges. They were, man, like, amazing. So, like, you have to watch out. You have to. I'll send you the clip. I'll send you
Yeah.
if you want to watch
It's
it.
I
Yeah,
watch.
he's an amazing singer. Like, he's going to be there unless he just completely screw. He'll be there at the top 10 at the end of the season.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, I love music, so I like watching all those guys. But yeah, I might watch it this season. It seems like it might be pretty legit.
I'm surprised
We'll
it's
see,
still on. How long has that shit been on?
dude. I don't forever, man. Like early
That shit been on
2000s, right?
for
I mean,
yeah.
it's been on for a while. It's on ABC now. It's not on Fox anymore.
Mhm.
But that's the only thing. But yeah, so you got another one?
I got one for you, man.
Mm-hmm.
This was right up your alley, so I wanted to make sure. Are you in or out? Toho, man. The dude,
Hmm.
the footage was amazing, Johnny Yates. He played for Raw. I wanted to know like how you felt about him as you watch him, because you got to see him for the past 2 seasons. And you even probably saw him when he was with Tennessee. Like, is
Yeah.
he as good as the film say, or do you say overrated or something? Like, how do you feel actually watching him? Because you saw all the footage. I only looked at a little bit and was out of my Falcon mind.
No, he's about as solid as they come as far as you're talking about, like, technique and
Mhm.
leader and, like, smart as hell. Like, I mean, he recognized, like, he's responsible for getting all the guys in position.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, like, so, like, he's a very, very smart linebacker. Um, I'm in, man. Like, I'm not blown away by him because
Mhm.
even when I covered the Alabama guys on our draft thing, like, I preface it with, like, I'm always harder on the teams I like. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I'm always, especially like when they had a down year. Like Alabama's defense last year had a very, very down year for
Mhm.
Alabama standards. It was not good. So, everybody to me gets looked at a little bit differently, even though there are standouts in certain positions. Now he was definitely one of them. I mean, like,
Mhm.
I think, I haven't seen a projection on him yet. I don't know if you did when you were looking, but I could see
I
as
think I forget.
like second day type of guy. If
Yeah, I
that's what
think they
they,
said second day. Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense. I wouldn't mind that at
Mhm.
all. Yeah, because I
Yeah.
mean he's athletic as hell. Like I said, smart individual. Just yeah, I'm in on him and
Yeah.
Toto. Yeah.
Okay. Johnny Yates with a less than enthused reference of his own linebacker, Roll Tide.
Outside. I think it'll be all right though. I think it'll be all right. I'm optimistic.
Yeah.
Um, so last one for me, buddy. Are you in or out? Are you? There's two types of folks, man. There's the when it comes to being on time. There's like if you're on time, there's the folks that think like if you're on time, you're late.
Mhm.
And then there's folks that are like, I got an appointment at 4 o'clock. It's 3:40. I should probably start getting changed and ready to go. And you
Mhm.
just pop in there whenever. So, are
Mhm.
you in or out, man? Are you in on being early, or are you right on time, or what are or are you out on that?
I say this. I am a dude. Here's what I do with everything. I prepare long before. So if it's for the next day, I have all my stuff all ready to walk out the door. Or if I got to do something in an hour, it's all set up beforehand, like to where I'm just ready to go. So that is, I'm prepared early, so I don't have to think about anything. I can relax beforehand of anything. But then I say, because you did your shit, now you should be able to take your time and bullshit. If you get that out the way, like if you riding somewhere, you should leave early to the point where you can take your time and bullshit. Or even if you had to stop at the gas station, you just early. So you won't. I don't like rushed energy because it's nervous energy. When you
Yeah.
speeding somewhere, you rushing to work, you're in a bad mood. When you rushing to do anything, you're gonna be in a bad mood. So I say prepare early, but then bullshit your way there. Just relax. But like I said, to be late is disrespectful. because to be late means you told somebody else, I'm being there at the time. If you was picking them up, you meeting them, whatever. Now you being disrespectful. So I'm rarely ever late. I may be to the minute on fucking time, but I won't be a minute over because I think that shit is disrespectful.
100% with you, buddy. And it's funny because like my dad, when I was growing up, like he was the ultimate get your ass there early type of guy.
Mhm.
Like when I had basketball practice, it could be at 7 o'clock, and at 5, he's like, "All right, get ready." I'm like, "Dad, we got 2 hours, man." Like,
Mhm.
and he's like, "Oh, go and get your clothes on. Get clothes." I mean, like
Mhm.
he had to be there like early. Like there's
Mhm.
times I showed up to basketball practice, empty gym,
Yeah.
and I'm just there shooting, just
Yeah.
little free throws, and Dad's in there, sitting in the stands. I'm like,
Mhm. Mhm.
hear that echo? There's nobody in here. We could have been,
Mhm.
it's but he was all if we were on the golf course, like I'd have like a 5-6 foot putt, he'll knock it back to me. Like, no, you good, you got it. Let's go on. I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, that's not a gimme. Like I was actually trying to putt that out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he was always in a hurry, but he was always like want to be there early. And then I kind of adopted some of that. I'm not near as bad as he is.
Mhm.
But like Amanda, she's the exact opposite. Like she will get there exactly on time. Like you guarantee, like it will be on time. But like it makes me nervous sometimes because I'm like, shit, we gotta get going, And
Mhm.
then, but she's relaxed and everything. So it's just funny, man. And Liam's kind of the same way. Liam doesn't get ready until somebody's like, "You must put clothes on now." So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
there's trying to teach him that. But
Yeah.
Anthony said, "Are you in or out if the Falcons never win a Super Bowl trophy in our lifetime? Will you still be a ride or die Falcons fan?"
I
Come on.
I'm gonna tell you, I
I'm
gotta
I'm
say,
I'm
yeah.
way too far committed at this point, buddy.
Yeah, I'm totally in. Like, um, I'm like the dude who with the girl that's done cheated 10 times. I'm just not leaving at this point. I'm clearly not leaving. I'm a battered husband at this point. I'm not leaving. I
Yeah,
love her.
exactly. Anthony said, "I'm in. Rise up, Falcons
Win,
fan for
lose
life,
it.
win or lose."
That's
All
how
right, buddy.
I'm, and that's why I love y'all, because y'all be win, lose, or draw. Some of these people jump off every time we lose a game.
No, man, because when you do win, it makes it that much sweeter, buddy.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's yep.
when you finally get one, this is like, man. I
Mhm.
mean, it's like even the Braves. I mean, like, the Braves obviously team of the '90s had an amazing
Mhm.
run there. Only one World Series, but like they
Mhm.
were amazing. Then they were not very good for a while, and they went through a complete rebuild, tear down, and then we won the World Series. It's just man, you can't even explain that feeling. Like
Mhm.
it's amazing.
Ski just said in Germany, if you're not there 5 minutes beforehand, you're late. Hey, Ski, that's because they strict in Germany. Ski, are they really strict like the movie say? Because I'm scared if I go over there and do something wrong. Like, man, y'all gonna like
Then coming
beat
back.
my legs or something. Like beat his leg. Like just go to town on my legs with a rod. I'm scared to go over there. Jordan said, Mike, right there with you. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. I'm so ahead of the time I can relax. Ski said, "Are you?" Ski said, "Are you guys in and out on Key and Peele sketches?" Yes, of
Dude,
course.
the name one is hilarious.
Yeah, the
Like when he's
who
trying to pronounce the names.
for football?
Hey, Balake.
Yeah, yeah,
Where is Balake? And I
dog.
was like, Blake?
They got
He
classic
gets started.
sketches.
Dude, yeah. And we've actually we have Mike and I are talking about doing another little
It's
sketch
gonna be
video,
hilarious.
which is
Yeah,
gonna be great. We'll get that out sometime soon. So, buddy, I'm done, man. You got any more?
I want to go before they start drilling at my front door, and you can't hear me anyway. So I have nothing else.
All right, man. Well, hey, we appreciate you guys for joining us here on a Saturday. I know it's not the normal time, but man, it's been great having everybody in the chat. We really appreciate y'all popping in here with us. We will be back. We might get back to doing Thursdays, Mike. I don't know. Actually, know what? Take that back because we're our whole practice is switching to Thursday, so Wednesday will
Okay.
be fine. We can still do Wednesdays.
Wednesdays
Yeah.
is actually a good day. Yep.
Okay, so we'll hit Wednesdays at 7 o'clock, man. And then we might have a guest on next week. I'll wait and confirm that before I say
Mhm.
anything, but we're trying to get a guest on. And then of course we'll be putting out the draft videos like we have been. Again, if there's anybody out there that have not seen the 10 stages of being a Falcons fan, then you must go watch it right after you get done watching us. It's in the video section. Go watch it. It's worth every minute of the 7 minutes. You'll laugh your ass off. I've watched it multiple times, buddy. I just
Yeah,
keep
me
laughing
too.
at
If
it.
y'all haven't seen that, go watch it as soon as you get done listening to this. It's awesome.
Yes, it's hilarious. Dan, so fellas, good show as always. Enjoy it every time. Love your sketches. Keep them going. Hey, appreciate you,
Thanks,
Dan.
Dan. We got more
Yeah,
coming,
brother.
buddy.
That we do. So yeah, guys, like I said, make sure you hit that like button before you get out of here. So we can, like I said, reach more Falcons fans. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are so close to for 300. I think we're like 295, 296. We're right on that cusp of getting to 300, and then keep moving up. And we've gained like a shit ton this last month thanks to your your skit and all the stuff we've been doing, man. So we've been trying to do as much as we can. Obviously, between our schedules, it can get difficult, but we've been doing the best we can with it. But y'all, if you're, like I said, Spotify, iTunes, drop us a 5-star review, man. That help us out a lot on those platforms. And again,
drop us a 5-star review. Y'all have no idea how hard I've been working this month on Out of Your Falcon Mind. Like,
that's all we need, man.
Drop a 5-star review.
That's all we need. Yes, absolutely. So even if you watch it on YouTube, just open up your little Spotify or iTunes and 5 stars. That's all you need to do. And vice versa. If you listen to us, then make sure you check out that video on our YouTube channel and try to catch a live show every now and then, because we have a good time with it. We have fun. We always have some good guests on. Like I said, we're looking. Oh man, Bubba Gump put in that fun. Jacqueline, remember that one on that sketch?
Yeah,
dude, I might have to watch that.
Yeah,
that shit was funny as hell.
Bubba Gump.
And have a great weekend.
Hey, I appreciate y'all so much for coming joining us on Saturday. Sorry for the mishap. I will say this: hard flooring looks damn better than carpet, especially the dog had peed on a few spots. So this is awesome. But I'm sorry for the mishap, but that's awesome that some of y'all came on the weekend still to hang out. That's awesome.
Definitely, man. Ant, love you, buddy. Appreciate it. Dan says, shoot, the longer that you are a fan, the more stages you have.
Yeah, I'm going to have 20 by the time. Yeah.
We just repeat it, man. We just go through it. Ski said, really good episode. I'm watching the beginning tomorrow.
Hey, Ski, thank you. I'm glad you got to join, man. That's my man.
Definitely. Like I said, we'll have to throw in, even like during the season, it'd be nice to throw in a couple earlier in the day for our European buddies that can get on here and watch us live. But again, guys, appreciate you all so much for joining us. Check out, like I said, as always, Variety Sports Network. Check out what shows they got on there, anywhere from wrestling to baseball to hockey to football. They're trying to get a podcast for every team in every sport. So just keep checking them out as they keep growing. And guys, like I said, we appreciate you all. We'll see you again on Wednesday. Mike will probably see you tomorrow with his breakdown of those two guys, and I'll see you on Monday. And as always, guys, much love. We appreciate y'all.
Out of your Falcon mind. Peace.